Hello? Hello, hello? Thing's working, right? You can hear me? Oh my god. Hey guys, what's up? I missed you guys. Hope you're all doing well. It's been a little bit. Yeah, I'm back from my trip. Hope all you guys have been safe. Been keeping it real. I don't know why I said that. Oh, buddy. Yeah, we have a fair amount to go over. Just give me a moment here. Today we're honestly, I think we're gonna mostly be doing some chatting and catching up. I have a lot of pictures to show you guys. Took a lot of pictures, took a lot of videos. As you might be able to tell, I'm a little sick right now. I'm a little sick. Yeah. Yeah, I'll get into that. I'll get into the getting sick. I know my voice sounds weird. I have like a really weird throat cold. My throat isn't really sore, but like there's something in it. I don't know what's going on. I got Japanese ligma right down my throat. Did I get the furry flu? Yeah, I got it from the tanuki. There's a tanuki and I just couldn't stop myself, you know? You know what they say about tanukis? They got big balls. All right, before I incriminate myself even more, I gotta get this file explorer working. So I got everything organized into folders, and hopefully this works properly. What was I doing over there, man? You go to Japan and you come back all fucked up. I mean, I didn't know it, but there is like a really bad flu going around in Japan, which isn't what I got. It isn't what I got. I only got like a cold, I'm pretty sure. But when you're traveling via subway and plane, and you're surrounded by people in close spaces, turns out it's very easy to get sick. Very, very easy. Okay. Let me see. So I
went this one my entire life.
Oh, you didn't hear that. Ignore that. Sorry, I was trying to get this ready. I was getting things ready, then I had to go to the washroom at the last minute, and that stopped me from getting everything ready the rest of the way. Yeah. But man, some good games came out while I was gone, huh? Fucking prime of them all, Oblivion Remastered. Where the hell did that come from? Bro. You can't just shadow drop Oblivion Remastered on us like that, man. I'm really excited to play that. I feel like I'm gonna have to check that one out. And there's like these other games, I think one's like Expedition 33 I've heard is very good. What else was there? There's big updates for other games I played, but I feel like the huge ones were Oblivion and Obscura. Claire Obscura Expedition 33, that's what it was. Hey Laura, how was my trip? It was good. It was good. Let's hold on a moment. I think we're ready. I think we're ready. Do. If I want to go. Sorry, I'm trying to capture a window here, but my OBS is not playing friendly. Okay, I'll do this the old-fashioned way. All right, that's fine. Hey, demo. Hey, sorta. I hope you're doing all right, guys. Hope y'all have been well. All right, let me turn the music off. I need to focus. I'm just gonna do this the old-fashioned way and do monitor capture. That's what we'll do. Okay. So I've organized everything by week. So let me swap over to here. Hello. The goat is back. Hey, Dread. Hope you're doing well, dude. Capture that one. Open that. Cool. All right. Don't make me laugh. Okay. So yeah, organize things into weeks. You're gonna find the first week is very what I'm gonna have to show you guys is very front loaded. I took a lot of pictures in Ottawa. Oh my god, my brain is fried. I'm sick still, by the way. I took a lot of pictures in Osaka. We had a lot going on that week. Oh boy. Move me to the top. There we go. Your fave Japanese state, Ottawa. Yeah. It's gonna be very front loaded. I end up doing the most while I was in Osaka. Yamagata, I got sick. I did a bit, but not as much. And Tokyo was very free flowing. So I'm just gonna let things play. I don't remember a lot of the things I recorded, so I might have said some bullshit. So we're gonna react to this together. Did I see any Japanese level hotels? No. No, I did not. That's for next trip. That's for next trip when I know more than like 5 Japanese phrases. Okay. So, yeah, I started recording once we got to the airport. I forget when this was.
Waited for this moment my entire life.
Yeah, moving floor. Good recording. Good recording, me.
This is amazing.
It's amazing. Wow. Crazy.
Bren, this is the happiest I've ever been moving that fast.
The fuck am I?
Bren, turn around for.
Okay. I was very sleep deprived. I think I slept maybe 3 hours. Give me a break. I was having a good time with the floor, apparently.
For a second. I'm recording for my vlog.
You come here often?
Unfortunately not.
Okay. Let's go on here. That was the wrong thing to minimize. Up. Cool. Ba, 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 ba. Okay. Sorry, I'm very scuffed today. Thank you. Okay. So I started taking pictures of random shit. Hold on. I guess I can put a little bit of effort into this. Hold on. Damn, lava chicken. Dude, I wanted to go see the Minecraft movie while we were there, but had too much going on, sadly. I wanted to see it dubbed, you know? Dubbed Lava Chicken des. Lava chicken. Okay. All right, cool. Pop. Yeah, so I started taking pictures of random things. Like this was the screen that I had in front of me on my 17-hour flight.
Oh well.
There were like a ton of movies you could watch on here, but I didn't really watch them. I think I just sort of died. I'll be honest, the first super long flight was like a blur. I started watching some horror movies, then I got like a really bad headache and just like died in the bathroom. And then when we landed in Tokyo, there's like this cute Pokemon video telling you how to like put on and take off your seatbelt. And yeah, when you take off your seatbelt, you're some Machoke that goes fucking flying. Yeah, I found out my stomach does not like planes. I ate maybe one meal during that each flight that I was like 12 hours long. How bad of an immune system do you have to get sick twice in 2 weeks? Well, the first time, yeah, fair. I wasn't managing my hygiene properly. I wasn't washing my hands after everything. The second time, I think I got sick while I was still just getting over the other sickness. So like my immune system was already fried. You know? Do I play League of Legends? No. Okay. Yeah, this was us in the air. I think this was as we were flying into Tokyo. I don't know. I had a window seat for once, so I took a picture of it. I thought it was very cool. I think, yeah, this is when we just landed. And the sky was crying. He was sleepy. Mr. Josh Man was very sleepy. I don't know how the fuck that guy slept. He was sleeping for like half that flight, and I'm just like dying. I look over, and he's just fast asleep. You learned that your trees don't like 80-mile-per-hour winds. That's fair. I think most things don't like 80 per mile wind. Is Crim homophobic? Like water doesn't stick to him. Man, I didn't think you guys would like hop right back into the brain rot. No, I'm not homophobic. And water doesn't stick to me because I'm just like covered in a layer of grease at all time. Or no, it's oil. It's oil and water don't mix. I'm covered in oil. Like a see-through oil. Rotten, never left. I never showered. 21 days, no showers. That's how I made my way through crowds. Okay. I don't know what this is. I think I just recorded random shit.
Wahoo.
That's threatening us. He wants us to have a nice trip.
You better have a nice one or else.
I love the freeze frame on Donkey Kong. Yeah, so we landed in Japan, and the first thing we see in the airport terminal is fucking Mario going, "Woohoo! Have a nice trip or welcome." It's like, yep. I kind of expected to see Pokemon first. I'm not counting the plane. I kind of expect to see Pokemon first. There's a power outage that can last 5 to 7 days. Oh, by you? Yeah, stay safe, man. Hopefully that gets sorted out. Is that the image of Donkey Kong doing the thumbs up? It is. It's a higher res version of it, but it is. If you aren't back by next stream, you're going to assume I died, and therefore all your world possessions are his. I'm assuming you mean sorta. Okay. For some reason, you're not allowed to bring camels on the plane. I was very upset by this. I really wanted to bring my pet camel, Jeremy, but TSA said no. So that was the first misstep of Japan, the first of many.
Yo, what's
I think this is me recording myself. This will happen a few times. And I accidentally clicked forward.
Yo, what's up? Finally made it to the hotel room.
I did.
Accidentally took the women's only subway, so that was pretty cool.
Okay. I'll give context to that. So in Japan, some of the subway lines have separate cars for women because, you know, Japanese men can be creeps. And we were all following our one friend who'd already been there before, and he accidentally led us onto one of those trains. At least that's what someone mentioned at after the fact. Which lines up because the only other people on the train car were like Japanese women. I think they thought we're stupid foreigners that didn't know better, so it could have been worse, but
Anyway, here's me.
that's me.
I'm tired. I'm sweaty. I'm gonna take a shower, probably. I don't know. Maybe get food.
I did get food. Yeah, that's that. Then immediately the next day I go to McDonald's and there's the guy from Repo. It's the little fella from Repo. Also, the coffee in Japan, really good. Like, normally I don't drink black coffee, but their black coffee is really good. I didn't have a whole lot of McDonald's, but like their ingredients were definitely better there than they are here. Like the egg is the biggest example. Their egg quality is way higher. Oh, look, a second picture of me with my coffee. Wow, crazy. Also, I didn't notice that Ronald-kun. Oh, Ronald-san, get out of my mirror. Yeah. You like black coffee if you brew it yourself? Most places that I get it from here, the black coffee is really bad. But no, Japan was pretty good. I might have also just been very desperate for caffeine. I'm not sure. Yeah, this was where we stayed the first day Because what we did is we landed at Narita Airport, then we stayed at a nearby hotel for one night, and then we were going to Osaka either the next day or the day after. I forget. But we sort of just hung out for a day. We found this really nice park with like a choo-choo train. Racist Crimbo. Okay. I know you're talking about The Voice, but unironically, to make them understand what you're saying, sometimes you have to do the voice. Like, just go credit card. I had to go, Kato. Like, unironically. Which is very funny how it works like that. Or a lemon sour. The drink of the trip was a lemon sour. But yeah, we found this very nice park. There are a couple pictures that are out of order because they're ones I downloaded from my friends. There'll be a couple more pictures from this park that I really liked. But it was a very nice park. We accidentally followed some school kids. There's like school kids that are all the way down there. We sort of like followed them by accident. But it was very pretty. The cherry blossoms were very nice. Those ones in particular. I didn't want to get too close. Accidentally. No, I'm a furry. I'm not that level of creep. I guess I can turn background music back on. Hold on, I'll do that. Nintendo. I'll give us some background music. I'm sorry. We need some nice background music. There we go. That's perfect. Okay. Yeah. So what else? Yeah. So we spent the morning just hanging out, exploring a little bit. And then we took a subway. I think this is to Tokyo Station. I forget what station this was. But we picked up our JR passes for the trip, which were our train passes for like the big speedy trains. And then we took a speedy train, a Shinkansen, to Osaka. And I found Exit 8, so I had to take a picture of it. I had to take a picture of it. It gave me PTSD. I think that might be out of order. But that was just us walk around Osaka. I think the first day... I guess the first day we did go to the mall. So this is us on the way to the mall. That's a really bad picture, I know. But I found the Nintendo store immediately. I guess I didn't take many pictures in the Nintendo store, but it was very crowded. Every time we went to like a Nintendo or a Pokemon store, it was like the most crowded place. Welcome to the club. No, shut up. No. Then yeah, I found Gundams. Of course, I had to take pictures of Gundams. There's my goat right there, and that guy right there agrees with me, Mr. Salaryman. Then we found Godzilla, eating a poor defenseless Josh. The mall I went to was okay. There was a second mall, like, I think a half hour away that was way better that I didn't get to go to. What species of furry am I? Raccoon. Yeah. So yeah, we hung out in the mall. There's a Godzilla store there, which of course I bought stuff from. There's a Pokemon store that I bought stuff from. Nintendo store. I forget what else there was. I think there's also a Capcom store, but I didn't get any pictures of it. And then afterwards, we went to a barbecue. Barbecue is really nice. You cooked your own meat. Tried some Wagyu beef. It was fucking delicious. Delicious beef. That was me flipping off the Kezu that I bought. So, one of the things we had to do for the trip is there was like a scavenger hunt. We each provided like one objective. Mine was to find something weird in Japan. Find something weird and take a picture of it. And one of my friends, his goal was to find a Kezu. So I found a Kezu and I bought it. That's easy. Surprisingly, not the level of weird that I was thinking of. Like, there'll be something later on that's like, why is the music so loud? Like, I was thinking like weird English. Like, it never popped up. Music was fine? Okay, it was way louder on my end. I'll put it back. Yeah, it's really loud on my end. All right, let's get off the picture of me flipping off Kezu. I finally tried Boss Coffee. This was no English, not a whole lot. The English was a lot better than I thought it would be for the most part. Boss Coffee was like my go-to for the entire trip whenever I needed caffeine, which was like 3 times every day.
So.
Oh. I think that might be nothing. Yeah. See, this was my weird thing. This was my weird thing. Just a random demon holding a bike as a bike stand. Like this was mine. I own this one. Just a guy. What was this? Oh, this is when we walked down Dotonbori. Like the Riverside, like market district. It was very cool. I think there was a video recorded here. Yeah, so this was us walking down Dotonbori. At night, it's way more impressive, but we came by during the day and it was still very cool. Was there any Supaida man? I did find one. There was like a Supaida man crawling into an oyster and he had a giant ass. But I didn't get a picture of it. I think my friends did. I'll try and show you guys after.
Say something cute.
Jesus.
Say something cute.
Yeah. Riveting. That's the kind of recordings you're gonna get from me. This was just a it was a gift from my family. One of my family members wanted a Godzilla, so I bought him a Godzilla. Yeah. That was a random street. I don't remember what this was. Godzilla. This one I need to mute the audio because my friend crashes it. So this was an arcade that we went to. Oh boy. I'll show you guys the arcade in a second. Give me a second. I gotta delete a bot. Be gone from this place. Be gone. Personal sirloin? What kind of fucking name is that? Bro, your random generated names suck. Anyway. Yeah, so we found like one of those giant Japanese arcades. And I was just taking a pan shot. And my friend just jumps in. And I thought he was just like staring into the camera. But then afterwards, I realized he said something that's not Twitch friendly. Did you drop the hard R? No, not that bad. But I can't unmute the audio. But this is where I discovered I think it's called Pokemon Frienda. It was like a Pokemon game they can play at the arcades. That was like the one thing I kept going back to playing in the arcade. No, not keep yourself safe. It wasn't that. Yeah. No, the arcades was cool. I find most... I was hoping they'd be like, one of the ones I'd seen years ago that had like a bunch of fighting game cabinets and stuff like that. But it's mostly stuff like what was in this video and like, rhythm games. Or just gotcha machines. Like the bottom 3 floors were all like crane games. Which, I mean, you play it for a bit and you have your fun. Then it's like, I'm done wasting money on this. But that was that. And then I think either the 3rd or 4th day, we went to the Osaka Expo. Which was okay. We didn't go opening day, which was good because I heard opening day was awful. But yeah, there it is. Expo 2025, Osaka, Kansai, Japan. Yeah, I'll be honest, I should have worn long sleeves here because I got sunburnt as fuck. But it did have a giant Gundam. That was like the standout for me. This is the only thing I cared about. All I cared about was the big Gundam. No, there's a lot of cool stuff here. Like this wooden structure here, I think is like, it broke the Guinness World Record for biggest wooden structure ever made or something like that. It was very impressive. It was a giant wooden ring that went around like the entire expo. And you could like take an escalator up and like go on top of it. And there's like grass up there somehow. It was very, very cool. But there was like a bunch of Japanese kids running around on it the entire time. So I couldn't really get a good recording up there. Your weather's kind of broken. Tell your weather I told it to fuck off. Tell it this stupid idiot named Crimbo told it to leave you alone. But this is my picture I took on top of the ring. You can kind of see it going around the entire place. It was pretty cool. And as you can sort of see here, every country kind of had their own like pavilion that they set up that you could go into and explore. It goes from 80 to 20 Fahrenheit. It was so hot in Japan. It was so fucking warm. It was so warm, and like the fashion there is long sleeves at all times. So I kind of just got used to it. So now that I'm back home where it's like 8 degrees still, it feels so nice. But I wonder what riveting things I have to say this time.
Just wanted to get a little bit of this, taking the sights, you know?
Great. Good one, Krim. You're very good at this. Thank you, Adam, for the biddy. All right. But you sort of saw in that video what I meant about the ring. And the entire island that we were on was like an artificial island or something like that. I don't think it was built for the expo. I think it might have already been there, but it's still very cool being on a man-made island like that. Like you look out beyond and it's just like all water. I don't remember what pavilion this was. It looks like it was England. Honestly, I just thought it looked like a cool structure, so I took a picture of it. I did go into the Poland one. The Poland one was okay. The problem was with the pavilions. I'm gonna turn music back on. You had to like either sign up with a reservation to get in them guaranteed, or you just stand in a line for a couple of hours and eventually you get in. And Poland is the first one I reserved, and it was okay. There's some stuff. You don't need audio for this. Just like some bugs and glass for some reason. This wall was pretty cool. I don't think I recorded it when it was moving. But like, let me see. Okay, I got a bit of it. But like they moved around and sometimes they'd all move at once and make it like a giant like sand whooshing noise. It was very cool. It happened immediately after I stopped recording, then I got ushered out of the room. Because they wanted to bring the next tour group in, and I guess my fat ass was in the way. And then in the next room, they had like these displays of all like the cool things Poland has put out. And you know, just had stuff for The Witcher and Cyberpunk. How many femboys were in Poland? One. But yeah, this was very cool. This is the highlight of the Poland thing for me. I was like, the only thing I could point at and go, I know that. I know what that is. But very, very cool dioramas. I think this is supposed to be that city builder, but like everything's frozen. I think that's what this is supposed to be. I couldn't find a name for it. I got a close-up of the Witcher one. Gerald and Serelda fighting a lizard. Lizard man from Soul Calibur 2, it looks like. I don't know what this was. It was just like a cool screen with like cows on it. It was there. I recorded it. And then I left and found the Canada one. This chat is sus. My brother in Christ, you're part of chat. Hold on, let me scale this a bit different. So, actually, no, it'll probably be fine. Because I have to scale for video as well. Yeah, the Canada one was fine. My friend there, apparently, I guess, recognized one of the people that were running it. So, like, the people that are running it just came out and started chatting with him for a bit. I was like, oh, okay, I guess I'll stand here awkwardly because I don't know these people. And I'm not a social butterfly. Then I found Pokemon. I don't know why Pokemon was there. I think Pokemon was there just because it's Pokemon. Like, they had Monster Hunter there, but they also had Kezu as, like, a mascot for the expo for whatever reason. Then I found a cool thing of trees. I didn't record it, but I did go and hug one of the trees. You're allowed to touch them, so I hugged one. I think this one was Australia. I didn't go into Australia. I didn't feel like fighting off the giant spiders and kangaroos. I don't know what that flag is. You can get mad at me, but I don't know what that is. It was cool looking though. A ton of them I just walked by and got pictures of because I couldn't be bothered to get in line. Like Thailand. Thailand was another cool looking one from the outside. I thought for a second those two were like making out right in front of me. And I didn't notice, but no, we're safe. We are safe. Oh! So the Gundam thing wasn't just a cool statue, it also had its own pavilion that we went to. And I'm gonna need to turn music off for this. This is very cool. They told us we were good to record, so hopefully I'm good to show you guys on stream. Yeah, my recording's kind of all over the place because like I didn't know when things were happening, so I sort of stopped and goed a lot. So we're walked into these rooms and as part of groups. I was stuck in a group with a lot of Japanese moms with their kids. And yeah, we're ushered in. We're told we're taking a space elevator up onto a space platform, which I think you'll see here. The Japanese lawyers are coming for me. Yeah, so it's like a 4D experience thing that's happening around us. I stopped recording for a bit. We started going up the elevator and a couple of cool Zaku's dropped by to wave and go hello. They're very cool. I love Zaku's. Okay, I got a tiny bit of the elevator. A tiny bit. I'm sorry. I wasn't sure how in-depth it was gonna get. So like when things kept getting cooler and cooler. Yeah, I know, a lot of floor shots. Because I'm pulling my phone out like this. I'm pulling my phone out like, oh fuck, things are happening. Yeah, then we're led into this big room. Which I know a lot of floor shots, but like nope, not doing that one, not doing that joke. I'm not gonna comment on the floors anymore. It's hard to see. I know. But I think this was the point where I was like, oh shit, I gotta keep recording this. This is fucking insane. Don't call me sussy, man. I'm too sick. I'm too sick. I'm gonna say dumb shit. But yeah, like the mobile suits would like go all around us, so you're like trying to track where things are happening all around you, up, down, left, right. I don't even know what that Gundam's called, but he had a lot of arms. And he was a big meanie. You look at all those grippers. I mean, what? Yeah, so after a little bit, we're like led to the emergency escape. I think literally right after I stopped recording. We're like led down to the emergency escape. I know, more floor shots. I get it. I'm very self-conscious of the floor shots now, man. I'm so self-conscious of the floor shot. Should be the Zeong. I think you're right. I think it's Zeong. So hey, Solar, hope you're doing well. Hope you've been well. I don't know why I recorded that. I think I thought something was about to happen, but it sort of just like sat there for a bit. And then I stopped recording and then things started happening. Of course. Yeah, so we're like taking our escape pod out of the space station to get away from the Zeong. And I missed the Gundam because I'm a fucking idiot. I missed the Gundam showing up. But dude, this was crazy. I think this might have made the Osaka Expo worth it for me. Like, this is the coolest fucking thing. This is not what I expected. Because what I was told it would be like a walk through Gundam history. That's what I was told it would be. Would just be like a bunch of like, Gundam was created in 1972. But then it's just like fucking 4D, Shrek 4D, but Gundam. My boy. My favorite Gundam. Oh, I love RX-78 so much. God, I kind of forgot how cool this was. It was so cool. I think this is the rest of it. No. I think I record a bit more. Yeah, so they fight a bit longer. They fight for a lot. They fight a lot. Then they got the whole gang just beating them up. Bro's is one-manning this entire army of grunts. I'm trying my best not to like nerd out right now. It's so cool. I think that was pretty much it. Yeah, I think like a little bit more happened after this that I didn't record. Yeah. So that was the coolest thing at Osaka Expo. Apparently there was also like a Monster Hunter thing kind of like that I didn't find out until like I was in Tokyo already. So womp womp. Anyway, I went into the Nordic Circle because I thought it would have been cool. And like, I like, I don't know. I like snow. I don't know what my thought process was. Swedish flag, oi, 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 oi. But no, the Nordic Circle one was really fucking lame. So all it was this one room with a bunch of like paper screens that you can like kind of see up here, all aligned around with like pictures. And like the entire thing is about like the development and like how they're like respecting heritage and stuff like that. The coolest thing they showed on the screen was like a random like Irish grandpa drinking a pint. I didn't record it because he was like disappearing from the screen as I saw him. But I don't know, it's whatever.
Wait, is got bigger balls than penis.
And whatever that was. Yeah, at this point, I was, I think there's like a jellyfish exhibit. I don't remember what this was for. We didn't go in it. We just saw these and started playing with them. I don't remember. At this point, I was kind of getting tired of the expo. But I saw a Kerfus. I saw a Kerfus cousin, so I took a picture of it. Where's my music? I found a Kerf. Random art I found. Those little things were like the mascot for the expo. They had like a kaiju theme going on. I don't know what's going on with them. I think those are wheelchairs. I actually don't remember what that is. There's the Monster Hunter. Apparently, the way the green one was pointing was towards the Monster Hunter pavilion, and I didn't know. So, my bad. That's the hat I bought. I bought a Moomin hat from the Nordic Circle one because I was bored and I needed something to entertain myself. So I bought a Moomin hat. And I think that was it for the expo. After that, it sort of just like started raining and we left. It's kind of like, yeah, I don't know. I didn't find the expo very interesting. It was very crowded. Yeah, I don't know. I think I might have gone to the wrong pavilions. I heard other people had a lot better time with it, but it wasn't really for me. I don't remember what we were doing here. I think this was the day we went to Nintendo Land. No. Sorry. I don't know why I took that picture, but that reminded me. This was when we went to Hiroshima. Then immediately took a ferry to Miyajima Island. Miyajima Island was very pretty, very beautiful. Get the fuck out of the way, Josh. I'm trying to record the land and he's just in the way, motherfucker. Yeah, I recorded a lot of us landing for some reason. I think I wanted it as like B-roll footage. Then we immediately found one of the bowing deer. Like it was just hanging out by the gate. Have you guys heard of the bowing deer? Where like they'll bow at you and you give them food? We immediately found one. And I think someone had food, so it started following them. I don't remember. But yeah, the deer were sort of like all over the place on the island. They're very chill. They sort of just hang out wherever they want. But yeah, we spent the day exploring Miyajima Island. Very, very pretty. Very, very quaint. Did I feed it? You're not allowed to feed it. Unless you have like the specific crackers. Which we didn't buy. This here, I think is called the Torii Gate. The giant Torii Gate. Normally there's supposed to be water in here. But the time of the day that we came, there wasn't any water. So we were able to walk up to it. And I think the entire time we were here, it was low tide. I don't think I ever saw water in here. It would have been very pretty to see it with water, though. But no. Feed deer hamburger. Feed it its own kind. Give it some venison. Teach it the true flavors of the world. My mom told me to get a picture of myself with the gate, and she said my family was complaining that they didn't have enough pictures of me in it, so I started taking selfies like this where my head's just like poking in. And that's a cool rock we found. One of the challenges was to find a cool rock, so I claimed a cool rock. Then we started climbing the mountain. Kind of. We kind of climbed it. He fucked off on his own direction that way and literally climbed the entire mountain. While we sort of just like vibed and walked through town and like took the slow, relaxing route. That's him twerking. That's Ren twerking because I told him to twerk because I'm taking a picture. I just sent my forehead instead. Hey, they asked for pictures of me in it. They know what I'm like. They should have expected it. But yeah, the island was very pretty. Honestly, I think if I ever go back to Japan, I want to like stay here for a couple days. There were hotels on the island. I feel like I'd want to stay here. It was so pretty. I had so much fun exploring, which you'll see. As we're like making our way deeper in, is like, I just love it here. I don't think there's relevant audio for that. I think I just told him to look like he was tired. But then we were able to like walk underneath the temple. We weren't able to enter it, but we're able to walk under it.
POV, we're gonna go smooch the princess. That's pretty too, I guess.
Holy crap, Fatso, why are you out of breath? Fatty? I don't know what I was talking about. Let me see. I want to get to the good stuff. Because we did eventually find a hiking trail and a tanuki. Look at his fucking balls. Look at the balls on that man. Holy shit. Look at him go. Anyway, we walked through the main shrine. There were a couple of monks praying, but you weren't like able to approach them, obviously. But it's very cool walking through there. Would have been better when, one, it wasn't under construction, and two, the water was in, but you take what you can get. Zero shame in my eyes? I don't know what you're talking about. But yeah, we eventually made our way up and started hiking this very beautiful trail. We didn't climb all of it because by the time we got here, it was closed. Like that sign, I think it said no entering and these people were exiting through it. So we just sort of explored a little bit. Oh, the tanuki? Oh yeah, the tanuki should be proud of his balls. Bro's massive. But the hiking trail was very nice. We were sort of like walking up this waterfall and we noticed these pile of stones over here. Didn't really know what they were for, and like there's nothing blocking us off, so we just kind of walked over and explored it. Wait, I think I said something here. I think something was said here. Hold on. Because a lot of it doesn't have relevant audio. Well, what happened here?
This water's making me have to pee.
Okay. All right.
Every time, dude.
He had to pee. He had to pee, bro. So yeah, we investigated the stacking rocks. We didn't touch them. Didn't touch them. We were very respectful. We were very respectful in our walking off the beaten path. We even decided to meditate a little bit, tiny little bit. I don't know what was going on here. I think I was disgusted by that fucking Hank Hill ass. Bro's got negative ass, and I wasn't having any of it. You know what I mean? All right, let's not zoom in on my face. That goddamn boy's got no ass. That boy ain't right. What the fuck did I say?
I hate stairs.
Oh, yeah, same, bro. Yeah, so I took a picture of them and he just started like Gangnam styling on me. That was very rude. Very rude to start Gangnam styling on me. I think we reached, yeah, we hit this tree. Then we're like, all right, we should probably turn back because the final boat will be leaving soon. And at this point, my friend who fucked off on their own hadn't yet returned to us. So as we were slowly, peacefully making our way down the mountain, I found out he had to sprint down the entire mountain to make it back on time. Which is very funny when you contrast it to how relaxing our walk back was. Like, we even hung out with some of the deer.
How many slices of a lifetime? Oh, a lot of those.
The child has entered the facility.
The child that did.
They really wanted that sandwich, dude.
Bread with ham cutlet and fried meat.
I don't think they care.
I think they do. I think if they realize that we're maybe eating one of your own. Yeah.
They do not care at all, man.
I think, like,
What do you
the
say to
deer,
yourself, Officer Moot?
I will say the deer at least don't poop on, like, the stone. They, like, go to the raised up areas to poop, which is oddly respectful of them.
Go bother somebody else.
Just think, this thing has no idea about like quantum physics, taxes. It lives in blissful ignorance. It just knows bow equals food.
I wish I lived in a world of bow equals food. Bro had a Bear Grylls adventure while you guys relaxed. Yeah. All right, see you in a bit, Pripyat. All right. Okay, yeah, that was it for the Miyajima adventure. Overall, I think our day at Miyajima was like among my favorite things we did on like out of the entire trip. Like, it was the only hike I wasn't sick and dying for, so I had a really good time on it. I had a really good time with it. And I think if I go back, I would like to do more stuff like this. Just like hanging out, going out to bumfuck nowhere and exploring. But immediately the next day, we went to Universal Studios. We went to Universal, and we went to Nintendo World. Because we're dorks. Of course we went to Nintendo World. Why wouldn't we? Oh my god. Oh, oh no. There. USJ. Yeah, we didn't get to explore most of the USJ. Because Nintendo World, like everything else in Japan, runs off of reservations. So you had to be there for a specific time, and you could only be there for a set amount of time. So like we had to enter USJ and immediately hightail it from Nintendo World. But that didn't stop us from getting a picture with the with the globe. Look at my dumbass. So happy, so carefree. And actually, honestly, this random woman looks like she's having a much better time than I was. I think I was ready to go to bed. I kind of want to go back to bed. But we made it into... No, this wasn't into Nintendo World yet. This is like Main Street, USJ. This was Nintendo World. This was the lineup for Nintendo World. It was kind of nuts. So I kind of want to skip ahead real fast. I'm gonna skip ahead for a moment because there's one picture you guys need for context. That for the entire rest of the day, I acquired a Luigi hat, so I was wearing a Luigi hat. The lack of smile really makes it look so. Yeah. I've learned I'm not very good at outwardly expressing joy when I'm like out and about. My introvertedness was like on hyperdrive some days. All right, let me get back to where we were. Okay. I forgot to show you guys the picture, didn't I? I am stupid and I am sorry. There. Oh. I couldn't remember. I showed it anyway. Yeah. And as I discovered, my mom made that picture right there her phone background for the entirety that I was on the trip. For whatever reason. Okay. We were here. Alright. Yeah, so we're back to the lineup. We make it through and we make it to the front of Nintendo World. I don't have the pictures, but this was like a photo opportunity thing that families are supposed to do here. And the three of us chucklefucks decided we would do this. So like for the entire day, I was like, fuck it. Embarrassment, what's that? Just do whatever, man. Just do whatever. And I think this was just us walking into Nintendo World. Hold on. I'll get audio for this. Because the entrance to Nintendo World is fucking nuts. Like, it was so fucking crowded, but like, you walk into this and like,
I died and went to heaven.
yeah, he put it perfectly. This child right here actually is like the perfect expression. Excuse me. Sorry, I'm still sick. Yeah. So we kind of did some exploring for a little bit. We did some exploring because the lineups were so long for everything. So we just walked around until we eventually made our way to Donkey Kong Land. Which honestly, I loved Donkey Kong Land. The vibes here were immaculate. This thing I'll get back to in a moment. This was a lineup to go get a picture with Donkey Kong, which if any of you guys were on YouTube, you would already know. Actually, give me a second. Hold on. I gotta do something. You guys already know I had to get a picture with the king. I had to do it. I had to do it to him. What's up? So I bought the hat as a joke because I thought I could use it on stream. And we walked up to get in line for the Donkey Kong photo shoot. And I was like, wait, I have the hat. I gotta put the hat on. So right before we went up to get our pictures taken with DK, I threw the hat on, and all the people working there were so happy. They're like, "Oh, Donkey Kong! Donkey Kong!" I'm like, "Yeah, Donkey Kong!" And I think I kept the hat on for like another hour after this or some bullshit. I kept it on for a stupid amount of time. But I love this stupid hat. This stupid hat is awful, and I love it. All right. I would keep the hat on. I guess I can hear like this. Yeah, I'll keep the hat on. Fuck it. Yeah, let me hop back to where we were, because that was another picture I had to download. We were... Where were we? Here. Okay. Yeah, so we got in line for the Donkey Kong roller coaster. Couldn't get any pictures of it, because of course... Because they take your phone away and all your devices away before you get on. But the roller coaster is very cool. Hold on, wait. I want to see if I can get the picture of the of us on the ride. Because you know how they like take a picture of you when you're on the ride sometimes, like a snap frame? Let me see if I can grab it. Give me a second here, guys. I'm gonna have to scroll up a little bit. Oh, the picture of Spider-Man. I can get that as well. Hold on. Give me a moment. I'm just gonna message the guy that has it. Yeah, I'll grab the roller coaster one later. I think the guy I'm trying to talk to is busy. But the Donkey Kong roller coaster is very cool. But at the point that they took the picture, it was like a super steep drop. Sick hat, thank you. It was a super steep drop. And like my face froze in like a to me, I felt like I was in terror. But it didn't show up that way. Also, Cranky Kong was there. Cranky Kong was pretty aight. Let me give it one more go. All right. We'll see if I get a response. I wish I saved it earlier, but hindsight's 2020. Okay. Then after the Donkey Kong ride, I guess we went to Toad's restaurant. It was okay. The food was okay. The decor was really cool. Honestly, everything about Nintendo Land was, of course, immaculate. Like, it just oozes money. But the restaurant was very fancy. The servers were weirdly very happy. Like, they saw my Luigi hat and they went, oh! Because I put the Luigi hat back on. But no, the food was okay. I got like chicken and rice, but my rice was in the shape of a star because everything else had mushroom and I was not in the mood for mushroom. Then I think at this point we just sort of explored a little bit and then we went to the other ride, which was Mario Kart. So you walk through Bowser's castle to, I know, horrible picture, I'm sorry. My camera was acting up. I don't know why I didn't delete these. My camera was acting up so bad. But we walked through Bowser's castle to get to the Mario Kart ride, which is very cool. It was like a 4D, you put like a 3D visor on and you shoot Bowser's kids with green shells and just fucking murder them. And of course, couldn't get any pictures of it because they make you put everything away. Gonna go to bed? All right. Thanks for hanging out, Dread. Have a good one, dude. I'm gonna be back. I'll try and be back tomorrow, but I might have to work. We'll see how I feel. I'm still kind of jet lagged. But if I'm back tomorrow, I'm gonna be playing Oblivion Remastered. But yeah, that was it for Nintendo World. We quickly walked around the Jurassic Park. And then that was it. Remember, we're still only in week 1. Let me put my normal hat back on. All right. That thing was very warm. That thing was very warm. Okay. Yeah, so I think the last thing, I think this might be the last thing we did in Osaka, first week, was we went to the Final Fantasy XIV cafe. Nothing a whole lot to say. The food had me feeling like that. I was more the one on the left, not the one on the right. Those French fries. I don't know why I took a picture of it. I think I was taking a picture of all the food. I got like a cream soda float, which was pretty good. The bunny was edible, so I ate it head first, of course. I got a little cheesecake, which is delicious, by the way. All the food was delicious, but we don't talk about the price. And then Goku. I don't remember where I got that picture of Goku, but I got that picture of Goku. Oh, okay. No, these are the pictures that I downloaded. These are the ones that I downloaded. So I don't know what the context of this was. I think I was just told to look off in a random direction and look mysterious. So I did. And here's us touching the butt. As you do. There's that one. That one. That one. There's us flipping off the America Pavilion. And that's my friend creeping on some kids that we accidentally followed. And that's it for Osaka. Now, the next 2 weeks are going to be way faster. Don't worry. It's not going to be like this for every week. Week 1 was just fucking jam-packed. what the fuck was that ending? So on the first day that we arrived, I think this was before you dropped in, Solar. The first day we arrived, we were in Tokyo and we took the train to Osaka. But we were sort of hanging out that morning, so we were exploring and we accidentally followed some kids on their school route. He called them free roaming kids. And then he did this. I don't know why he did this, but he did it. And it's my phone background now. Oh, wait. Sorry. I forgot it. I put it away. Yeah, he did this. And then he posed for this picture after they went up the stairs. This is my phone background is what I meant to show. Sorry. I'm not used to streaming. I'm new. Give me a break. Okay. So week 2 is going to be a lot shorter. I think it's like a third of the pictures. Yeah. Okay. So we're going to start with me being amazed by my new hotel room because it's like it actually is leg space. So my old hotel room, my first one, was like from here to like from here to my wall. This is not helpful at all. I don't know what I'm doing. I don't know what the fuck I'm doing. It was small. My room had a chair. It had somewhere to sit. I couldn't sit at it. The chair was stuck in the desk. I don't know who the fuck designed the room. But I was so happy I had walk-in space. Little did I know, this was where I was going to be spending most of my week, was in this room. So this was going out on the first night. It was a very beautiful view with a beautiful mountain in the background. We did a bit of exploring when we arrived. We saw some cherry blossoms. And I got very excited. This was another one I sent to my mom, by the way. But we just walked around, we explored. This was probably like the most beautiful place we went to. Like, I liked Miyajima Island more, but this is very pretty. With cryptid Josh in the front. And then, yeah, this was the first night. We went out for dinner. We went to like this hot pot restaurant. I got a hot pot. I think I had one more picture from that. Yeah. So yeah, that was my hot pot. We sort of like threw meat in there. It was very good. I felt so bad because this was like a tiny little Japanese like meat restaurant, and like here walks in 5 large foreigners that are like, all right, give us a table, we want to eat. And like they didn't know what to do, so they just like tossed us in the top of the restaurant and like just tried to hide us. But back to where we were. This was the last meal I had before I got sick. This one right here. Or my last full meal for a while, I should say. Because I guess this meal I also had before I got sick. I walked around a little bit. I was still feeling pretty good at this point. And then I died. I got sick for a couple days. An izakaya? Yeah. That's what it's called. Yeah, yeah. They were very nice. They were trying their best, but like they didn't know much English at all. And that like we were in Yamagata at this point. So it's like it's a very small town. They don't really get a lot of tourists, I don't think. So most things were only in Japanese. I got sick how many days into the trip? I want to say like a week in. I spent a week just fucking really sick with like a chest cold. But I got dragged out to bowling and I was like dying and miserable. I did awful. I'm not going to sugarcoat it. I'm not good at bowling. I haven't gone since I was 10. I think out of like 2 entire rounds, I hit the pins like maybe 5 or 6 times. It was bad. Yeah, izakayas are usually for the locals that frequent the same one. Yeah, no, it gave that vibe. The food was very good though. Food was very good. Should have played Wii Sports better. Yeah, I don't know. It's like I forgot how to play, so like my foot positioning when I was like walking up was so awkward. I felt it's like those times where like you don't know what you're doing, so you're getting frustrated at yourself. And like I'm also like sick at this point and just wanting to die, so it's like compounding issues. So yeah, for the rest of the week, I basically ate cup noodles. That's what that was. I think I sent that to the group chat and it was like, eating good today. And then I think at some point, I convinced myself that I was well enough to go for a hike. So we, what mountain was it? I took a picture of it after. So I guess I'll just go through all this first. I convinced myself I was good for a hike. I thought I was feeling fine. Took some drugs, feeling great. And then I started going up the stairs. The photos don't really convey how winded, like how quickly I got winded. Like you see those 2 sets of stairs right there. I was so sick that I think like a set of stairs like that winded me. I was not okay. I overestimated how much the drugs helped. But you know, I did carry on. I tried my best despite wanting to like keel over and die. And I did eventually make it to the top. I was miserable. I wanted to die, but I did make it to the top. I wish I wasn't sick for it because I did want to go on more hikes like this, but it is what it is, you know? You get sick. Okay, yeah, here it was. It was Yamadera. We're at Yamadera and we climbed the Rishakuji mountain trail. It was a very nice mountain trail. A lot of stairs. A lot of stairs. If it was a mountain trail where you're just like walking on like an incline, I would have been fine, but not stairs. You're gonna head out and be alone with your intrusive thoughts, sorta? All right, dude. If you need something to intrude on the intrusive thoughts, I'll still be here, man. Don't try to stew with that stuff for too long, you know? Be safe, my dude. Okay. Yeah, so here we did some exploring. I think we like traveled to a different town and found another Pokemon Center, so I went in there. Yeah, we entered another mall and I found more Gundams and more Pokemon. Surprise, surprise. It's me. What do you expect? And Monster Hunter. And Monster Hunter, of course. I'm gonna get to this in a second. So, I love Monster Hunter, but holy fuck, the merch that they had in these stores was awful. The only Capcom store that had good stuff, I think, was the third one. Which, there was one, hold on, I'll grab it. At one of them, I found the nicest sweater I'd ever seen. I picked up this Monster Hunter sweater and it was like my go-to for the rest of the trip. It was so comfy. So good. But holy crap, was most of it bad. Holy crap. So, this picture has a bit of a story to it. It was our last day in Yamagata. No one knew what to eat. I was still dying. I was like obviously sick. I was more nasally than I was right now. And my friend was like, I want to eat some meat. So everybody's like, okay, let's go eat some meat. You find the restaurant. We look up restaurants and we find this meat restaurant. But you may be looking at this and going, wait a minute, this looks pretty fancy. There's like fucking sticks on your dinner platter, your lunch platter. What's going on here? Yeah, we went to a fancy restaurant by accident and everyone just sort of walked in. I wish I had the strength to be like, no, we're not going in here. I wish I had the strength. It was the most embarrassing thing. I accidentally ordered. Excuse me. Holy fuck, I can't talk. I accidentally ordered, I don't remember what the term for it is. But I ordered raw meat. I ordered a raw meat platter on the sticks. And the lady that was taking our drinks misheard me going, can I have an orange juice? As, oh, he wants a lemon sour alcoholic drink. For lunch. It was bad. I had a bad time with this. This put me in a real bad mood. I'll admit, I was a bit of a grump after this. I wasn't happy. I was so upset. But after that, we went to this Ryokan, I think they're called. Traditional hotel. As you can see, we're already set up. We went in here for our final night. Note to self, next time use Google Translate. Probably. Like, that was the only time that the language barrier was ever an issue for me the entire trip. Every other time it was able to properly convey. But I think I think the wait staff was just flabbergasted that 5 idiots like in casual wear walked into this fancy restaurant for lunch. So I think they were just out of their element, honestly. Like, look at me. I don't look like I'm gonna walk into a fancy restaurant like this. What do you mean? But yeah, we got this Ryokan for the night. You can see we have our, I forget what it's called, but it's like a table and the bottom of it is like heated, so your legs get all sweaty. 5 Dork Storm restaurant. Ask for alcohol and raw meat. Only, oh yeah, pretty much. Raw meat and the other 2 guys that were across from me, they got the world's fanciest hot pot. You can't really see it, but it's like a gold plated hot pot. it was bad. But I don't think I got many pictures here. No, I didn't. But we had that table, and there was an onsen. I went into an onsen, a hot bath. Hot spring? Hot spring. It was very nice. The only thing that wasn't nice was the meals that were prepared for us were very traditional Japanese meals, so like a lot of fish and things like that. And my stomach like was still thrown off by being sick, so I couldn't really stomach much of that stuff. Like, I don't even have much of an appetite right now. I still don't. And yeah, it was rough. The meals were rough. Like, nothing on the cooking. I think they prepared it very well. It was very elaborately set up. That's the one thing with the Japanese is I think they have a saying where it's like, eat with your eyes, then eat with your mouth. It's like everything's very pretty. Kotatsu. Yeah, that's what it's called. Kotatsu. The table. Yeah, we spent the night there. I kept my friends awake with my horrible congested lung snoring, so I felt bad for that. And then... well, this was a picture I took in my hotel room because I was bored and playing Pokemon Go in my room, so ignore that. Yeah, these are all the ones I downloaded. This was from Miyajima Island. I don't know why that's here. I think I put that in the wrong folder, but that should be in the first one. Whoops. But yeah, that was week 2. The only things I didn't really get a picture of is we went to this really nice secondhand store. They got some nice clothes from. The secondhand stores in Japan are very nice. They have like crazy things like so many retro consoles for like really low price. So if you're looking for like retro consoles and stuff like that, if you ever go to Japan, fucking go to a secondhand store, dude. That stuff is everywhere. Find a ton of good stuff in those. Exactly. Yeah. All right. Week 3. A couple more pictures, but a lot of it was honestly me going to Akihabara and shopping, and it's like going around the shopping districts. I got a couple pictures of things, so it won't be too bad. Give me a moment. Okay. Let me swap up the music. What's going on here? All right, that works. Okay. Yeah, so beginning of week 3, we finally returned to Tokyo. It's very nice. My mom asked for a picture of my hotel, so I send her this. And I just caption it big. This is my only picture of Akihabara. Honestly, I wish I took more. Because holy fuck, it was busy, and I think that's why I didn't get any pictures of it. Because like it was so busy, I was trying to keep up with the group, and it's like I can't like take my phone out, take a picture, and like keep going. But Akihabara is very cool. It was like one subway ride away from my hotel, so like if I ever wanted to pick something up, I could just go there and be back within an hour. It was great. I got to explore a lot of Akihabara. I got my friend Josh to play a claw machine. He really wanted that Dragonite. We almost had it. I don't know if you can see it here. No, we had it at the very edge, but we called it quits. We're quitters. Immediately after that, I won a Hatsune Miku on my first try from a claw machine, and I just put it with a couple of peach sours. I kind of fell in love with peach sours. That was like my drink every night. I had one of those every night. Became a bit of an alcoholic while I was in Japan. On the down low. And I think Past Jeff wants to say something, so I think we'll let him talk.
Hey guys, what's up? It's the end of day 1 of week 3. Yeah, sorry, I kind of died week 2. Hold on, let me put this giant bottle of water I bought.
Oh yeah, go ahead, bro. Go
away
ahead. You're good.
While I talk to you guys.
Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, so I got sick week 2.
Yeah.
And trying to turn up the fridge.
Yeah.
There's nothing to turn it up, so I'm just gonna put that away. All right. Yeah, I died week 2. I got real sick. Hello.
Hi.
I got real sick, and yeah, that wasn't fun. Really bad head cold. You can probably still hear it on me.
I can.
Honesty. Yeah. So it's week 3 now. We're in Tokyo. Wow.
Holy fuck, this guy's cringe.
I think I've dropped a few pounds. I don't know.
Unironically, I think I did drop a few pounds. I started buying clothes at extra large back in Osaka, and I went down to a large.
Maybe. Ugh. I'm still.
I wasn't. I wasn't eating at all, and I was walking a lot.
Nothing's really planned for Tokyo. We're kind of hanging out. It's gonna be fun. Going to Akihabara tomorrow. I'm gonna try and take some pictures of that. Maybe record some things. I don't know.
He didn't take any pictures because he's a fucking idiot. Getting sick and hiking 2 mountains, I would say you did. I only hiked 1 mountain when I was sick, but it felt like 2. Still very dumb. All right, be gone, Past Jeff. No one cares about you. We went to another barbecue place. This one was very nice. I wish I got more pictures of my food, but like I was enjoying it so much I kind of forgot. What's this? I think this might be Shinjuku. I think it might be Shinjuku because we went there for like game night. And this is Shibuya? Yeah. Then we went to Shibuya, and of course we had to go to the Scramble Square. How are the menus? Were English menus available? In Tokyo, yeah. Everything, if there wasn't like a physical English menu, they had like a QR code that you could scan, and it would give you like an English menu on your phone that you could order from, which is very handy. But most places in the bigger cities are like multilingual. How do you know what you're getting? It seems so different. Honestly, the food here, I just did a lot of experimenting. Like this was like chicken right here that I ordered. I also ordered I think it was called like back rib or something. And the first barbecue place back in Osaka, I think I ate like cow tongue, which surprisingly didn't taste that bad. Once it's barbecued, it just tastes like meat. But most places have like pretty decent English menu, so it's not too big of an issue. But yeah, I went through Scramble Square. I went through Scramble Square, and I found the best restaurant, Mom's Touch. Unfortunately, it was very busy, and I didn't get to eat Mom's Touch burger, but I at least got that picture. There's multiple Scramble Squares we went through. We went through a Disney store. I think I took that picture. I was like, Mom, what do you want? And she didn't respond to me, so I got real sad. I found another Monster Hunter store, and there was feet. Rathalos foot. Hold on, I need my music back. I love how I look over, I see the fucking disappointed face. I think, yeah, this last Monster Hunter store that we went to, I think was the best one. It had like the biggest variety of stuff, but at that point, I was only trying to buy small things as to like not take up too much space in my suitcase. Which I'll try and show you guys in a little bit. My droid camera, I don't think is working right now, so I might just have to like hold stuff up to the webcam. So I'll do that after. But there's another Godzilla store, and this one was real cool. This is a real cool Godzilla store. Wanna know why? Because they had Shin Godzilla plushies that had tits. I don't know why he has tits, but he does. No other Godzilla had tits, but he did. Whatever. More Monster Hunter. More Scramble Square. And at the end of our time in Scramble Square, I went to a Don Quixote because my friends who we went with, they wanted to go to, I think I have a picture of it, of this mall here, the Shibuya 109, which I wasn't told was a women's fashion mall. And I only discovered that by the time I went up to the 3rd floor and it was still women's clothing. So instead I left and went to Don Quixote's. And I just fucked around, I'll be real. Those pillows are actually really cool. They're like pillows that you like put your arm in to like rest on it like this. I don't know why they made it a basking shark, but they're actually really cool. That was my breakfast for one day. It was 3 donuts and a coffee. I know, I'm living the high life. I think I started taking pictures of my food for whatever reason. Ayo. So, this. How many waifu pillows did I buy? None. They're surprisingly hard to find. So my friends talked to me. It wasn't very hard to talk me into it, but they talked me into going to women's wrestling. Like women's professional wrestling. And, the pictures are a little shit, but it was very fun. It was very fun. It opened with like a Royal Rumble, and like these women were just fucking tossing each other out of the ring. It was very funny. JP Wrestling rocks. Both divisions are really good. It was very good. Honestly, I think I might try and start watching some of it. Yeah, the Royal Rumble's a lot of fun. Fucking Nicki Minaj. Harley Quinn over here lasted nearly the entire time. The GOAT. And then I think, oh yeah, some girls came in with a fucking baseball bat. So she started slamming people. She started slamming people with a baseball bat. It was wild. That girl won. I don't remember why. And then the first match, immediately the first match after, I didn't get the pictures of the entrance. But the first match was literally the Idol Killer, which is like this, I think it was a Norwegian girl that came out to like death metal. She was the one I was rooting for. But her opponent was like a cutesy idol girl. So like the what's the word? The contrast between the two. Switching immediately from death metal entrance to like cutesy, like J-pop. It was so funny. But my girl lost. She like went outside the ring and threw the cutesy girl at the guy, I think it was like the director, the Vince McMahon of JP Wrestling over here. But my girl lost. And yeah. At that point I just stopped caring. My girl lost. I didn't care anymore. No, it was very cool. It was a weird thing though. Like this person right here was like a very old woman. And every time an old woman wrestled, they won. And this girl here, her entire gimmick was she just no-sold every hit. So like this girl here would like fucking punch the shit out of her and grandma didn't care. Grandma was the Undertaker. The grandma taker did not care and she kicked ass. And unfortunately we had to leave early because we had our reservation for the Monster Hunter Cafe at 7 and it was an hour train ride. So we had to leave a couple hours early. But honestly, I'd recommend checking out Japanese wrestling if you haven't already. It is fun. But yeah, we went to the Monster Hunter Cafe in Akihabara. It was very cool. I loved it. I loved every moment of it. The food was delicious. I got like a mega potion drink, which tasted super good. I don't know if it was alcoholic. He got one too. He really liked it. Also, 2 more friends showed up by the time we're in Tokyo. So there's now 7 of us. We were now a group of 7. That was my Zinogre drink. I think it was like a fruity pineapple alcoholic cocktail. It was all right. There's like pop rocks at the bottom of it for some reason. Yeah, that's us. I forget what this was called, but this was like supposed to be the food that you eat in Monster Hunter Wild. This was really good. I also got the Teostra steak, which I forgot to get a picture of, but the food was super good. Super expensive. Like, I think this right here was the cheapest thing on the menu, and this was like, I want to say $10. But you're paying for the vibe. You're paying that to be in a Monster Hunter Cafe. This was like a coffee sundae? Coffee caramel sundae or something like that. It was really good. And then I just took pictures of all the random stuff. You could play Monster Hunter Wilds on PS5s behind our table. I didn't, because I'm not a filthy Gunlance main. Kidding. But no, the Monster Hunter Cafe was really cool. I don't know if I'd go back just because of how expensive it was, but you got to do it at least once as like a fan. Peak Wrath armor too. Yeah, right? They got like the good armor. There's also like a guest book you could sign. And like looking through it, there's a surprising amount of greatsword mains. I was very happy with that. I was very happy at the amount of greatsword brothers and sisters that are out there. And okay. All right. I've been debating whether I show this. It's karaoke. We did karaoke one of the nights. It should be fine. My only concern is one of the songs I sang was Fuck the Police, which if you know the lyrics, maybe I'll just like play it and not show it on screen. But I'll show a bit of it. I'll show a bit of it. So like my one friend who's a huge Yakuza fan, the one song he wanted to sing was Baka Mitai. Sorry, my camera bugged out. I don't know why my camera kept doing that. I felt so bad. Yeah. So there was that. The rest of them are at the end because I had to download them from my friends. So I'm going to skip ahead. Okay. I'll show a bit of this, but I'll have to take it off screen at a point. So, someone put "Fuck the Police" on the queue. No one was going to sing it but me. And I was like, you know what? I'm not good at rapping. So what if I just did it in a Kermit the Frog voice?
Fuck that shit, 'cause I ain't the one who's a punk motherfucker with a bat and a gun. I'm listening. Fucking with me, 'cause I'm a frog with a little bit of green and a finger. Freaking my car open for the...
So, yeah, I had to take it off screen because the word that can have a hard R shows up on screen, and I don't know how Twitch feels about that. But honestly, I did the entire song. I did the entire song. I wish someone recorded most of it. But I was happy with my performance as Kermit the Frog the entire time. Why are cockroaches called cockroaches if they don't go into people's cocks? Why are cockroaches called cockroaches? Because the English word derives from the Spanish word cucaracha. Transformed by the 1620s English folk etymology into cock and roach. Oh. Opens Google immediately. Dude, I'm not gonna know what that means. Are you kidding me? Okay, where were we? We were here. Okay. Hookah does not mean cock. Oh, I assume not. I assume they just like took the sound of it. Props me for doing it for the bit. Yeah. I honestly wish we had more time to do the karaoke. I didn't realize how little time we had because the only other song that I got no, there's two other songs I wanted that I put in. One was Never Gonna Give You Up, of course. And I did Gangster's Paradise because I also want to sing that in Kermit the Frog's voice. But the last one I wanted, which was In the End by Linkin Park, I wanted to do that, but we ran out of time. I would have really loved to do that one. But anyway. So after the night of karaoke, I kind of did like a solo adventure for a day. I kind of just went out and explored, I think it was Ueno Park. I think that's where I went into. Yeah, I kind of like did some exploring. I think there's a giant whale in front of, I think it was a museum of technology or something. Yeah, just explored, walked around. It was a really nice park. There was like a tour at the end of this path here, but I really didn't feel like paying for a tour, so I just like turned around and left. But it was very pretty. It was very, very pretty. And then after that, I went to the Warhammer store. So, you know, you have to have your contrasts. Your natural beauty and then your man-made beauty. So, of course, they have like a bunch of really well painted things. I got really inspired by this. I was hoping they'd have this thing for sale because I wanted to buy this, but they didn't. So I just bought some Dark Angel stuff. But the Warhammer store is cool. It was surprisingly packed full of people. I thought Warhammer wouldn't be very popular in Japan, but I was wrong. And yeah, that was the Warhammer store and cafe. Very cool. Had a lot of fun there. And then after that, I went to Odaiba. I brought my friend along and we went to Odaiba to check out the Unicorn Gundam. You kind of have to. Kind of have to check out the Unicorn Gundam, you know? Kind of have to. Yeah, I think after we checked that out, we did a bit of exploring around Odaiba. But I didn't want to adventure out too long because like we had plans we wanted to do later in the day, so I didn't want to be out too late. He's so cool that you must go, exactly. Even if I had to take an hour-long train ride to get there. I felt bad that I dragged my friend along for that. Because I literally just went there, saw the Gundam, then turned around. And then on the last day, like our last full day, I went out basically hunting for more model kits because I had leftover space in my suitcase. No, I didn't see it transform. The entire time we were there, I didn't see it transform. I was kind of upset, but like I didn't want to wait too long for it just in case, you know? But yeah, I went to a model kit store. I found Guncock. And I found a Kerfus. I tried having him roll towards the screen, but it wouldn't work. There we go. Then I think I gave it another try. Yeah, there we go. My little Kerfus that I got from a Gachapon machine, man. I was so happy when I saw him. I didn't want to leave Japan without a Kerfus. Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot left. This was my my photo I took when we landed back in Toronto. I think the rest of this were pictures I got from my friends because I didn't take them myself. Like we went to the Pokemon Center in I want to say Shibuya, but I might be wrong. There's a couple that we went to, but this was like the fanciest one. They had like the Mewtwo. We already saw that. And I think that's it. I think that's all my my recordings. So I'll show you guys a couple of the things I picked up. I'm not going to show you everything because we'll be here like another 2 hours. Unless you want. But there's a lot. Wait. I forgot the famous Nessie. Oh, you mean... that one? I was so mad when I was looking for your Nessie. It seems like Apex Legends went out of style in Japan because like most of the merchandise and all the places that said they had it was gone. And like I told you, I found this little guy in like a small corner in like this one store, and it's like a small crevice cut out for him. I'll go to a bigger camera. Hold on, I'll go to a bigger one. Actually, I guess I can just do it here. I'm huge. Oh my god, I'm fucking huge.
Oh, I need to turn my light on. Ah.
Okay. All right, I'll grab some of my stuff that might be more interest to you guys, and I'll show it off. I got a lot, but I'm not gonna show everything. Okay. All right. Everyone's a bit dirty. I was about to rub with my finger, but that'd make it worse. Okay. First, as some of y'all might know, I know it's a bad camera. Some of y'all might know. My favorite Pokemon is Corviknight. And I couldn't find Corviknight when we were in Osaka. I was trying to find like a Corviknight anything Corviknight, and I couldn't find it. So I was kind of disappointed leaving Osaka without finding my main boy. And then when I was sick in Yamagata, my friend Zamarlo, he found me this guy. He found me a Corviknight plush. I was so happy. I was so happy he found that. I got a couple plushies. I'll be honest. I'm a plushie guy. Like I got Nargacuga. I got my other boy Fuecoco. And I like these cool mugs. Cool Nintendo mugs. I got a couple model kits. A few, one or two. I got a few. And this thing on top is just Monster Hunter 2. I just got it as a collector's thing. It was like 600 yen. It was really cheap. But you think that's my last model kit, you'd be wrong. Because the last thing I bought before we left was this huge motherfucker. Trying to think what else you guys might actually care about. Oh wait, did I miss a model kit? No, I didn't. But one. one. I missed the Godzilla model kit I picked up. That was like the coolest one. And also I got like I think it's like a regional Pikachu. I wasn't gonna pick a Pikachu up, but like this is too cool not to. I think that's the majority of the interesting stuff. The rest of it's just like small things. Or like stuff for family. I got a lot of stuff. I did. I went there with just a backpack because I knew I'd be leaving with at least one suitcase of stuff. And I left with 2. I mean, honestly, I think if I go back, I'm not going to do that much shopping again. The way I kind of saw it is I kind of wanted to get all the shopping I wanted to do out of the way. So I kind of did it all. Honestly, most of my shopping was done in Osaka. By the time I got to Tokyo, I just kept buying smaller stuff. Like, might be harder to see, but like I got this. This from like a blind box. It's pretty cool. Sylveon is the one I wanted, so I was very happy with that. Yeah, I think that's it. But no, I had a very, very fun trip. I did miss streaming with you guys though. I did really miss it. It's kind of weird, like not like I went from like playing games every day to go to like not playing them at all for 20 days. But no, I do want to go back. I think if I go back, I want to go to places I didn't get to go to, kind of like Kyoto and Hiroshima, because I didn't really get to explore Hiroshima. So I'd love to explore places like that some more. But that's like a year or 2 down the line. I gotta save up money again. And I think if I go again, I'm not gonna do connecting flights through the United States because the United States really sucks. There's a reason I wasn't taking many pictures in the airports. The American airports were so fucking stressful. Like me as an idiot who had no idea what they're doing when they left. Yeah, well, fuck you. Dude, your airports suck. The first one through Los Angeles wasn't bad. It was just the customs guy I got was a dick. I didn't know what declaring stuff meant. So when I asked what that meant, he treated me like an idiot. He was like, do you even know where you are? I'm like, I'm at an airport. Do you know what declaring means? No. I don't know what declaring means. Can you tell me it without treating me like I'm 5, please? I'm sorry I never traveled abroad since I was 10. But no, the worst one I gotta say was the Washington Dulles Airport, because we landed, I want to say around 3:25 at this airport, at the Washington airport, and our next flight was at 5:05 p.m. And to get through customs, normally they have like 3 or 4 lines to like do your bag checks and stuff. Well, first of all, they had to recheck our bags. So We picked up our bags from luggage pickup, excuse me, walked 20 feet, and then had them rechecked and thrown back on a conveyor belt. Like, what was I gonna do in the 20 feet? Fucking pull a gun out of my ass? Like, fucking pull out my arsonist cookbook? Like, I don't. And then when we were in line to get through carry-on check, someone like got taken aside by security, and instead of complying like you should, they pulled their phone out and started recording it as a selfie, which slowed us down. Did bro meet Goku? Hold up. I did meet Goku. Hold up. He even asked me my power level. It was crazy. Where's my Goku? Where'd I put Goku? Get me out of the way. Hey, it's me, Goku. Heard you're pretty strong. I actually saw a couple Gokus. Oh yeah, I didn't even mention that. I went to the Shonen Jump store in Tokyo. It was pretty cool, but they had mostly One Piece stuff, and as a non-One Piece fan, there wasn't really a whole lot for me to do there, but it was pretty cool. Bro lost Goku. He's very slippery. Krim, you ever wonder where video game characters get their weapons from? That's true. They do pull their guns out of their asses. Maybe they thought I was a GTA character. But I didn't even finish my thought that, like, for the carry-on check, they only had like one lineup for like 3 planes worth of people, so we were like slowed down. And the only reason we made our plane was because the 505 flight got delayed to 6 because there was like complications in Toronto. That's the only reason I'm here right now. It was so ridiculous. One Piece is peak, but the fandom had to make an entire new show without the flashbacks. I know it's peak. I don't know. Maybe I have to read it to get it, but like how long it is kind of puts me off. I thought of reading it on the flight, but instead I read some Junji Ito. But yeah, I think that was everything. Don't think I missed anything. Yeah, I think we're good. But yeah, thank you guys for hanging out with me and letting me show off my travels. Hey Vonker, what's up, dude? I completely lost my train of thought. I got distracted by how angry the American airports made me. Which is funny, because contrasted with the Japanese airport, which was like the smoothest fucking thing. The Japanese airports were so good. They had like face scanners, so like you didn't need to do all the passport bullshit. So good. So good. So yeah, I think whenever I go again, I think I'm just gonna do one long flight and just fucking grit my teeth and bear it. By the way, you found the videos? Oh, like the training videos for Voice of the Void? Or was there other videos that I have forgotten about? Yeah, see you later, Laura. Thanks for hanging out. Oh, not that one? Oh, I'm sorry. It's my brain is mush from travel. What videos was it? I honestly, if I had more energy, I think I would hop on Oblivion Remastered right now, but honestly, I'm really tired. I think my jet lag is catching up to me. The Ultra Kill videos? Okay, I do have memory of us talking about Ultra Kill videos. Okay, cool. I'll probably check those out. Actually, if you can toss me the link now, I can save them for later, so I don't forget about it. I'd hate to forget about it. So let me open a tab here. Okay. But yeah, while we're here, overall thoughts. If you want to go on your own trip to Japan, don't overthink how much clothes you need. Most of the hotels have laundromats in them, so bring clothes enough for like 3 or 4 days. Oh, the Discord links? Okay. Well, either way I can save them. But yeah, don't overpack. Bring at least 1 or 2 long sleeve. What else? What else would I want to say to anyone going over there? Learn the key phrases. Learn like hello, goodbye. No, I don't want a bag. Or yes, I want a bag. And thank you. Because even knowing a little bit of Japanese goes a long way. They really appreciate it when you can communicate with them even a little bit. No, sorry, I don't have a Discord yet, Bonker. Or Wanker. I think you're Wanker, yeah. Yeah, knowing at least a little bit goes a long way. Because I found most of the time they aren't very comfortable with their English. So if you can get by with mostly Japanese, it really... I find it cheers them up. Like there were a couple times where I was like checking out at like 7-Eleven and the old lady at the cash register, she perked up as soon as I gave her a little konnichiwa. Hello. Yeah, they really appreciate it. Don't give them an ayaya. Fuck, you just reminded me of this one, not even one guy. There were a couple of guys I saw there that were like the generic anime fan tourist that you would expect to see. Like one guy had like a Love Live t-shirt, which is like, I think Idols. He had that on and a fedora with like slicked back hair. I was like, oh fuck. Oh fuck, dude. To give context, one of the videos is the original gameplay and the last one is the work of 3 people over editing it. Okay. Well, the link's not send into chat. So I can just save it into a Word document for later. I'll check it out next stream. Or even right now, honestly, if they're short enough. But yeah, I'm gonna try and get tomorrow off. And hopefully stream some Oblivion with you guys, because I want to play Oblivion Remastered. Enna's Dream Barbecue is still gonna happen, I think, when I'm actually off. But I think I want to play some Oblivion. Okay. Well, I guess if you don't want to post them now, is this the end or do you forget your binds? No, I was waiting for Wanker to post something, but it's fine. I think I'll sleep for now. Did I forget my stream ending binds? What do you think I am? What do you think I am? There's only like a 30% chance I would do that. Yeah, all right. Cool. All right. I tried to delay as long as I can, but I'm feeling asleep. So I'll catch you guys later. If I'm around tomorrow, you can't figure out how to post them without them being a Discord link. Okay, that's fine. I'll check it out on Discord next time. If I'm back tomorrow, it'll be earlier in the day, probably 3 or 4 o'clock my time. And if not, I'll catch you guys later. All right, have a good one. Bye.